big cat. Welcome to my therapy. This ain't your ordinary world, it's extraordinary. See, I'm a high priestess lightworker, here to guide your way through the waves of life. We'll find a new path to embrace. Tarot, astrology, numerology in our hands. No weapon formed against you shall ever stand. We're winners, we never quit, we always keep on going. Quitters never win, but we're always growing. Hey there, big cat, let's chase the highest vibration. Together we'll create a new world, a brand new nation.
Namaste, Big Cat Fire Signs, Grand Rising. Welcome or welcome back to Big Cat Astrology, Big Cat Wave, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. The planetary hot topics to add to your almanac over the next 7 days. On the 21st of April, Juno, the asteroid symbolizing commitment and soulful connections, goes direct in mutable Virgo today. This signifies a period of heightened discernment and practicality in partnerships. Rose-colored glasses are being ripped off during this phase. Ha ha! Good golly and gosh. Let the games begin. Prompting a more grounded approach to relationships. Juno's position in your natal chart shows your relationship preferences and underscores key themes related to commitment. On the 22nd, the moon in Libra opposes Mercury in Aries. There's a potential for profound spiritual insight tempered by a need for caution today. Beware of potential disillusionment and erratic emotional responses that can lead to making impulsive actions or hasty decisions. On the 23rd is the pink full moon at 4 degrees and 23 minutes in Scorpio. It infuses the atmosphere with intense energy and passion. Expect sensuality and impulsiveness. Beware of disputes and vindictiveness during this lunation. Embrace the transformative energy of Scorpio by delving into your subconscious and confronting hidden truths. Utilize this potent phase for deep introspection, shadow work, and releasing outdated patterns. This will pave the way for professional growth and renewal. For a detailed insight tailored to your astrological profile, please watch my comprehensive video on the pink full moon in Scorpio and its impact on each zodiac sign, sun, moon and rising. Okay, on the 24th, the moon in Scorpio trines Saturn in Pisces. Now is a prime opportunity for holding business meetings, especially with individuals in authority. Leveraging the influence of women in leadership positions could greatly benefit you at this time. Take charge of emotionally demanding tasks as your mental fortitude is at its peak. Financial decision making is solid if you shy away from extravagant or unnecessary expenses. On the 25th, Mercury, thank God, goes direct in Aries, signifying a time when communication and thought processes become more direct, assertive, action related. It's a period when you feel a surge of energy and confidence in expressing your ideas and plans. This alignment can prompt swift decision making and initiative taking. However, it's also important to beware of impulsiveness and recklessness in communication. With Mercury in Aries, there's a focus on taking the lead, being bold, pushing forward with plans and projects. On the 26th, the moon in Sagittarius sextiles Pluto in Aquarius. This aspect may bring about a sense of emotional depth and intensity, coupled with a desire for exploration and growth. Sagittarius encourages a quest for knowledge and understanding, whilst Pluto in Aquarius may inquire innovative and unconventional approaches to emotional healing and empowerment. This aspect could also signify opportunities for deep emotional connections with others, particularly those who share similar philosophical or spiritual beliefs. On the 27th, The moon in Sagittarius trines Mercury in Aries. This trine gives you excellent learning skills, a sound mind, quick wit, language skills, and good judgment. Practice independence and practical thinking and be open to everything new. It's an excellent time to go on a road trip. Please stay tuned in for the tarot reading to follow. Big Cow Wave! Namaste! Grand Rising Fire Signs, welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for messages for the next 7 days. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Big Cat Wave. Let's dive right in and unpack.
Power on. Bluetooth mode.
Okay. You have the energy of a 6, darling dears. The number 6 is represented by Venus energy. And Venus rules the 2nd and 7th house, so it rules Taurus as well as Libra energy. But this read is going to be about the 6th house. So let's get this out first. The 6th house is about your work, your employment, possibly co-workers, your overall well-being. Are you taking care of your mental health? Why? Because it's your wealth, darling dears. Your mental health is your wealth. But the 6th house is about your daily routines, the tasks that you complete. Some of you are going to find that a illness or something that's been ailing you of late, you have overcome it or found a new method to heal it, darling dears. The energy of Venus comes with a 4. 4 speaks about what stability you're manifesting, something new, a new stable foundation. The 6th house comes with routine, so you could be changing up your daily routines over the next 7 days, so that you'll be more efficient, darling dears. Efficient. I've got a lot going on here. The energy of the 1 speaks about evaluation, and it's also a message from spirit not to do anything or make a major decision until after the next new moon, which will be on the 8th of May in the sign of Taurus. I believe I've already put up that read. Also, it's about you evaluating all contracts that come towards you, darling dears, because there is a point where there can be overindulgence. Venus in Taurus is overindulgence, darling dears, of the more sensual things in life. Whereas Libra, it's about your partnerships. The Taurus energy is about your money, how you make your money, what you value materially as well as non-materially. Somebody's going to be having some kind of making a foundation with a government. Is it? Oh, okay. Whatever that means. I hope you can decipher it. Anyhow, as I was saying, the energy of the 5, it speaks about, as I've been saying, a stable foundation, security, darling dears. This new security that you're creating for yourself is a nerve-wracking period for others. People that are watching you, the mouth breathers, darling dears. They haven't forgotten you. Okay. It also brings to mind law number 7. You've got to learn to delegate wisely again. Evaluate everything with the energy of the 1. The energy of the 6, darling dears, is about being careful of losing money in a bad investment. Please check on the astrological days this week. That is not good for you to invest in, darling dears, monetary wise. This is about you having sound judgment in your monetary affairs. Okay, check out which date it's going to be this week. The energy of the 1-5, darling dears, it speaks about someone going into a new romance relationship. It also speaks about an invitation to some kind of soiree, a party, something where you'll be it's a social event, darling dears, a party, a christening, a bar mitzvah, whatever it is, darling dears. you're going to go, and it's for some, this is where you're going to be meeting a significant other. But as I always say, we do the boosie badass round here. All is investigated. No one gets a free ride. Right? Remember Proverbs 4:23, guard your heart, for from your heart springs the well of life. It didn't say close it, but you don't be what? Free willy with your heart, darling dears. Okay. Let's get your oracle ancestral message. I'm going to use this one. And look, the elastic band's broken, so you've broken some kind of cycle, about to change, different, breaking out of a paradigm, darling dears, as you go towards another. Let's get your oracle ancestral message. The energy of the 6 also speaks about cooperation, possibly in a team, or you'll be getting a team or being accepted into a team over the next 7 days. You naturally wear your responsibility well. Why? Because you are learning to nurture yourself. Again, 6th house energy. It also speaks about you being a healer. This is a time where you're going to be balancing your spiritual and emotional well-being over the next 7 days. Your card, darling dears, accept love. Love it. This is what? Fire energy, darling dears. This is like the Ace of Wands. So you're in your element, darling dears. You're in your element. The energy of the Ace of Wands. Lean in, bestie. Lean in. It speaks about, again, a new relationship for some, which is going to be what? A passionate relationship, darling dears. For others, it's about growth within your spiritual journey. While again, yet this could also speak about a pregnancy or birth of a child. But it's also a reminder for you to always take action on your creativities, darling dears, with confidence and what? Assurance in your own talents and skills. Again, Venus in the 2nd house, Taurus energy is about your talents and skills. Base of the deck, darling dears, we've got meditation for creativity. Some of you are meditating, darling dears, and I'm seeing a lot of auric drawings using the auric field. Okay, you may even be an artist, darling dears, or suddenly turning your hand. This looks like a Fool or the Fool, so it's a new beginning for some, darling dears. Okay, something to do with a pet or pets. Maybe you are painting pets at this moment in time, or in particular painting a cat. Okay, or cats, or in the cat family, wherever it is, darling dears. This is a passion project, and you are set to make quite a substantial amount of Skrilla.com, darling dears. Tap into your creativities, right? What did I just say? Give into your passions. I can't make it up, darling dears. All of this lovely fire energy. Call in Archangel Michael at any time. It also speaks about your career. Somebody's career is about to what? Hit off or kick off in a great way because of the drive of the will that you've put in towards it. It's about you having taken action towards your vision. Something to do with a lion. Maybe that's what the person paints, different aspects of a lion. Or it could be your spirit animal. It also is, when we see all this one's energy, it's pointing to what? Something in the summer months, darling dears. Something that you've been working towards. You'll see the culmination of that in the summer months. I also heard plasmas. Somebody's giving blood or is about to have a blood transfusion. As long as it's not on a new moon or a full moon, you'll be good. Okay. Why? Because it could heed the speed of your recovery, darling dears, or the procedure not working. Okay, but I'm not a medical doctor. Still consult a professional. But if you have to have an operation, please do not plan it around a full-on new moon. You can plan the date. What is it? Elective surgery? Yes. Let's press on, darling dears. Let's press on. So this is a new passion. We've got the energy of Venus. It's telling you to tap into your creativities. Venus is also about beauty, but it also reminds you of your worth, darling dears. But Divine is about to afford you a different level of luxuries, especially if it's been passion projects that you've been working on. A job, maybe an entrepreneur, darling dears, whatever it is. You may even be putting out there, I nearly said potions, but it's not a potion, darling dear. like sprays, oils. Some of you, your passion project is cooking. You're going to be doing very well with this over the next 7 days. New groups, darling, there's attracting more eyes, because this looks like a magnifying glass, but it's a sign of Venus. Definitely a lot of traction coming towards you. I've seen as many as 2 cats. You may have 2 cats involved in a situation. When we see things like lizards, darling dears, lizard speaks about sudden change. Lizards also speaks about alchemy, darling dears. You having the badass alchemist ways, able to bend the matrix over the next 7 days. Let's bring out an Oracle Intuitive deck. Yeah, your Big Cat Chronicles continues, darling dears. You're about to boss up. And it's what? Phoenix rising from the ashes, baby. Be careful of plagiarism of the mind. Hoodwinkers, darling dears. People trying to what? Take over your thoughts. And try and what? Live your life for you. Because they're what? Afraid of the security that you're creating for yourself. Okay? Matthew 10:14. Dust off your sandals and head out when you feel disrespected in a situation, because this is your spiritual journey. We've got 2 3s on the tableau, darling dears. When we see 2 3s, that's a master number. It tells me that you are a master manifestor, a spiritual teacher. You teach with your actions, whatever creative activities you are putting out there, darling dears. Many people will be looking up to you, and you're going to benefit in a financial way. Pinkies up. Love it. I don't hate it. Let's get some tarot and ask some quick questions. The morale of you to get great. Base of your deck, winning and not sinning, darling dears. This is also my engagement card. As I said, you're going to be seen as head and shoulders above others, especially in a social setting, darling dears, over the next 7 weeks. This is also some kind of ceremony, Reiki, some kind of spiritual ceremony that is going to be done, darling dears, part of your ascension, whatever that means. That is definitely a message for someone. The 6 of Wands in the upright speaks about you continuing to what? Lead with confidence, because that is definitely going to bring success for you. You're going to be, like I said, looked up. Lots of people will be admiring you, darling dears, looking up to you. It also speaks about helpful friends, darling dears, people coming to assist you in this new status in life that you've achieved. Okay. For my single fire signs, messages for my single fire signs over the next 7 days. Thank you. Listen, you got the Empress energy. Whether you are male or female, it speaks about abundance, and it's what? Earth and Venus energy, darling dears. Venus is strong in this read. Pardon me, that was a spiritual belch, because I speaks the truth. Roof. Pinkies up. The energy of the Empress also speaks about the nurturing, but again, it's a reminder, 6th house, to be nurturing unto yourself first and foremost. Because if you're on an airplane and it's going down Bobby Brown, they tell you to put the mask on yourself first. Seeing a 10 on top, it speaks about the ending of a cycle in order for a new one to begin. Venus energy also speaks about somebody's in a position where they're an advisor. This could also look like a microphone. You're stepping up to the mic. If you have some form of platform, my fire sign, sun, moon, or rising, and I just heard the nodes, north and south node. If you've got a north node in any of the fire signs, expect an upturn in your financial situation. This, as I said, it's part of your spiritual journey. And this is a new beginning. You are no longer the person you used to be. This is about you holding your vision. And again, fire energy. Why? Because your ships are coming in. Somebody's also planning a physical journey over the next 7 days. My singles, darling dears, you may even be a single parent. Whatever you're doing, darling dears, you are nurturing to your progeny. You could also be pregnant at this moment in time. If you are, somebody's baby is not going to be born on the soil where they are now. They're going to be seeking foreign lands. Again, this is a travel card. Fate, destiny, and good luck is on your side. And it also involves foreign people as well as foreign lands. This is somebody's also moving, darling dears, uprooting their everything and creating a new life somewhere else. And again, you're being spiritually guided. Yeah. Why? Because this is where you will find your 1111 fade, darling dears. Mutual mind, soul tribe. This is about you making a move in a new direction, being divinely guided. My singles, The Wheel of Fortune is also about a car, something to do with a car, and again, travel. Maybe you'll be traveling by car. Okay, Sun energy. Some of you are moving away to what? Finally, once and for all, lay the past to rest, darling dears. Well, that's what we do when we have a new moon solar eclipse. We set our intentions because that energy lasts for 6 months, darling dears. Someone set their intentions, and so you're getting the confirmation that you will be moving. When will this be? Emperor energy, darling dears. Okay. All right. Emperor energy is anything between March the 21st and April the 20th, darling dears. So we're still coming up to the 20th. When you're getting these readings, this is for next week, so you probably already made the move, or you're about to make the move, because you'll be moving to someone who is a divinely guided partner, whether it's platonic or romantical. You're going to be moving, darling. There's definite movement for you. And again, this child is going to be born on foreign lands. That's for some. You may be taking on children of others when you move to this new land, this new place, this new paradigm. 100%. And I split the deck again. It's split on the Emperor. You are being blessed and highly favored, but it's also about you harnessing your masculine and feminine energies. Definite movement in your career, where you are on the GPS, as well as what? Being in full on attraction mode. Just saw 555 on the counter, darling dears. 555 speaks about what? A quantum change, darling dears, and a change which is inevitable. Things are going to start speeding up for you, darling dears. Whatever routine you've been holding on to, it's about to change in a big way. What about those in a partnership or relationship? I'm just getting all of this happy energy from. Listen, Matthew 10:14. I just heard black sheep of the family, darling dears. If you're the black sheep of your family and you're single at this moment in time, everything's working out for you. For those in a relationship, we've got the King of Swords. Okay. Base of the deck. Okay, then. There's going to be a contract signed, whether it's in a relationship or a business, darling dears. This also speaks about, if it's a marriage, it's something that you've manifested. You're marrying the right person, darling dear, for you at this moment in time. If it's in a business situation, the contract you signed is going to take your business to a new level. Why? The Magician is Mercury as well as air energy, because you come with a different level of intellect, whatever it is that you're putting out there, darling dears. This is another company coming in to support you, possibly going into business with you or buying out your situation. If you are getting married into a partnership or a relationship, darling dears, as I said, you manifested this and you get the Ace of Cups. Listen, this is also representative of my 5 multiple streams of income. I said the 5, it fell out, darling dears, because there's 5 streams here for earth, air, fire, water, as well as spirit. And when we see spirit in the equation, darling dears, it's as above, so below. Divine is about to gift you a bridge over the next 7 days. The Ace of Cups also speaks about the new relationships, the new opportunity, but it's a new chance of abundance. Why? Because you found happiness within self through self-love. And this is also tapping into your creativities. Whatever you sow over the next 7 days in pertaining to a partnership or relationship, it will go your way. However, be mindful of the date in which you, if it is a signing of a contract, make sure it's not on the day that is to be avoided. Go and have a look at the well, you saw it before this read, but mark it down on your almanac, darling dears. Pay close attention. One more card. Yeah, because there's something that you're not seeing, darling dears, at this moment in time. Listen, what you're seeking is seeking you, and this is also good health. This is the caduceus. It's also the sign of health, used by the medical fraternity. Yes, and it also speaks about you being spiritually protected. Divine is also telling you in a business or partnership, always speak your truth, darling dears, even if your voice is shaking. You was always unique and different. You're being recognized for that, darling dears, but it has to be on your terms with your own boundaries. And again, Page of Swords is about you being a novice to the contract that you're about to sign, darling dears. This is why you must read the fine print and check the date. Oh, and somebody's bad mouthing you. Oh, wow, listen, you must be doing something right, darling, because if you wasn't doing something right, they wouldn't have nothing to say. On that note, I drops me mic toddle over to my Teesprings, my Patreon, or my TikToks, where I also upload videos. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Share these messages with whomsoever you feel needs it. And your comment is a survival kit for another big cat. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Big Cat Wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Cat, 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 cat.
Hey, big cat, welcome to my therapy. This ain't your ordinary world, it's extraordinary. See, I'm a high priestess lightworker, here to guide your way through the waves of life. We'll find a new path to embrace. Tarot, astrology, numerology in our hands. No weapon formed against you shall ever stand. We're winners, we never quit, we always keep on going. Quitters never win, but we're always growing. Hey there, big cat, let's chase the highest vibration. Together we'll create a new world, a brand new nation.